And earlier today, I spoke to Swaminathan Gurumurthy, the editor of Thuglak magazine, and I began by asking him, Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. My first question is that we are in the middle of what is being seen as a massive centre versus state, the Tamil Nadu government language war. And the centre is, of course, saying that there is no push for some kind of Hindi language, but the state government is also has taken a hard stand. It's taking multiple forms as well. And as the editor of Thuglak, how do you look at this? Because, of course, this issue has deep cultural rooting and also what is seen as a historical context.
You see, there is nothing cultural or historical about it. It's purely political. See, the number of people reading Hindi through the Hindi Prachar Sabha, appearing for the examinations, is more than the number of people who are taking examination in Tamil medium in Tamil Nadu. This is the practical position. People have nothing against Hindi. There is a political history that has made Hindi a kind of a political weapon, and that is being whipped up. I think they are going to fail miserably for two reasons. In fact, in this week's Thuglak editorial, I have written that it is Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi in 1961 and 1986 education policy actually made Hindi a compulsory third language. But the 2020 educational policy does not make Hindi a compulsory third language at all. The third language is any Indian language. In fact, the DMK, I don't think in the DMK anybody has read this policy. I don't think they read anything at all. The third language can be either Telugu or Malayalam or Kannada, which are regarded as Dravidian languages. In fact, the Tamil Thai Varthu, which the DMK sings, specifically mentions that these three languages are born out of Tamil language. So what's your problem with this language?
Okay, Mr. Gurumurthy, of course, you know, the language battle in India is not really new. Do you think that some kind of preemptive discussion initiative by the centre with the southern states can avert a situation like this, given how emotional this subject is?
There is nothing regarding southern states. No other state, none of the southern states is saying anything about this. In fact, they would be very happy if their people residing in Tamil Nadu will be taught their language. I think the DMK has taken a stand which they will not be able to sustain. And I don't know who advises the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. And I think it's a huge problem. It's going to be a huge problem for them. So why should the central government go and say, we are not imposing Hindi and get into trouble? Let them prove that it is imposing Hindi, which they will not be able to do. So the central government is playing it cool, and rightly so. Why should they go and voluntarily say, no, we are not imposing Hindi, when that is not the case?
But sir, do you think that it can backfire against the centre, given how the state government is whipping up sentiments? It is being seen as centre versus state.
It is not sentiment, it is only statement, Baji. Today, they will not be able to launch a movement against Hindi because what triggered anti-Hindi movement was really imposition of Hindi. Another, there is a huge privatization of education, and enormous number of students are in CBSE and they are reading Hindi. And 9 out of 10 DMK leaders' children are reading in CBSE schools. They are studying Hindi. So, to say that this feeling can be whipped up, there is no great feeling to be whipped up. So, my feeling is that they are making it a point only to keep on saying that no, there is a Hindi background, there is a Hindi issue, there is Hindi imposition. I don't think it is going to work. This time they will be caught badly if they take it forward.
My last question to you, Mr. Gurumurthy, and I know you are in Mahakumbh, and thank you for giving us time here. But the larger question, I mean, the state government says that they already have a 2-language formula, which they believe should not be replaced by a 3-language formula. Why can't that continue then?
You see, it is only a question of how the 2-language formula is going to get eroded, whether it will get eroded over a period of 10 years or it will get eroded as a matter of policy making. It is already getting eroded, as I told you, as the CBSE schools and privatization of education deepen in Tamil Nadu. The question of 2-language formula is not going to work because India is such a vast country with a huge amount of migrant population that we can't work with only 2 languages, your mother tongue and English, or regional language and English. We need to know more languages, and that is being practically realized. So my feeling is that that it is not going to be like what it used to be. So my own feeling is most people in Tamil Nadu today, for example, if you the anti-Hindi education period, nobody will talk about anything regarding language. You say the central government is wrong, but today there are many people talking. Why not we read more language? This was never heard in Tamil Nadu. So the situation is not the same. You are assuming in 2025 the 1965 situation.
Okay. So you're assuming in 2025 that a 1965 like situation is there. Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.